We've been talking about it since last weekend, and it's here for this weekend, our coastal storm. And I'm meteorologist Joe Martucci. We're going to break it all down for you here. Unfortunately, it's the fourth weekend in a row with rain here in our corner of the state, but it's not a full washout. We'll take you through that timing here. The steady showers don't begin until noon on Saturday, and the steady rain, that solid rain, doesn't begin until after dark. So some good news for your outdoor plans. Now, as we go into Saturday night, yeah, it's a soaker, but the heavy rain ends by daybreak on Sunday, and then we're dry by noon. But Sunday will still have a few issues. It'll be breezy to even windy, and we'll have tidal flooding during the morning as well. We look at our rainfall coverage over the weekend and into Monday here. You see just a few hours. I think it's just a few hours of rain Saturday and Sunday. So if you want to do something over the weekend and you need that dry time, you do got it Saturday morning. And then again, as we go into Sunday afternoon and in Saturday night, has that steady rain. So we take a look at our future cast. We're clear for Friday night. I mean, it's a nice night, but as we go into Saturday morning, the clouds build in. We could see a shower in Ocean County. During the morning, I think that would be it. Otherwise, that steadier shower area of activity I'm talking about begins around midday. And then watch what happens as we get into the late afternoon. Even at 5:30 p.m., we still got some dry spots on this future cast as we're kind of caught in between the dying low pressure system to our northwest and the developing low pressure system to our south. That one eventually is our coastal storm. But as we go into Saturday night, it's steady rain for us as the two kind of congeal together into that one coastal storm to our south. By about 5 o'clock, again, that steady shower or rain is gone. Even at 8 a.m., we could be dry, but just to be safe, I'd say by noon, we're completely dry and we'll have sunshine at times as we go into Sunday afternoon. Rainfall totals, I believe, are going to be coming down a little bit here. I think our top end amounts are probably around 1.5 inches as opposed to 2 or 2.5 inches. So it's still a good drink of water for us. There will be some roadway flooding issues, but nothing, I don't think, that widespread. We take a look at our gusts. We're actually fairly calm during the day on Saturday, but they kick up as we go into the night, coming from the east at 20 to 30 miles an hour. Now, as we go into Saturday night, wind gusts up to 40 miles an hour at the coast. It's going to be a nasty night. I mean, you might get woken up by the wind and the rain. If you don't like that kind of stuff, it's not a great night for that. But winds are still whipping on Sunday morning. The good news is I don't think this is strong enough to cause any power outages or wind damage. But it's still going to be breezy to windy. And then this continues as we go into Sunday as winds come out of the northwest. And then we taper off for Sunday night. We have coastal flooding during the morning hours on Sunday, up to 3 hours of of coastal flooding between 7 a.m. to noon here. It's the susceptible bayside roadways that flood. I'll show you a couple of places here. This is Ship Bottom. You see barely any flooding. The flooding would be in orange here. We take you to the Wildwoods, West Wildwood, where you see at J Avenue. Yeah, those areas flood, the typical spots. But in North Wildwood and Wildwood itself, at least on this map, no other flooding to speak of. So here's a look at your weekend planner. It's not a washout Saturday. Sunday's going to see sunshine. It's just not going to be that warm. I mean, high temperatures only around 60 degrees. Most of your time this weekend will be spent in the 50s. And the same story over at the shore as well. Here's a look at our next storm system. It's actually another coastal storm for for Tuesday here. We're talking about just some rain, a little bit of wind, not like this weekend here. I think the storm is just too far to our east to really bring any substantial impacts for us. So we'll take a look at your inland 7-day forecast. Monday is that dry in-between day. It's still a cool day, but it should be a dry one. Tuesday's a few hours of rain, particularly along the shore. I think Hamilton, Vineland, you're pretty much dry on Tuesday. And then as we go into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the sun comes back out and temperatures come back up as well. Will be seasonable by the end of the week here. See over at the shore 7-day, again, wetter than the inland areas as we go into Tuesday.